So I want to do a quick comparison between the old Spotbot and the new Spotbot. So I've got a 2016 model, got a 2009 model, though not the first year it came out, and it's now 2018. So let's talk about the differences. So if you're not familiar with these are small carpet shampooers with a automatic nozzle feature that spin in a random orbit and extract on a pre-programmed cycle. So pretty spiffy stuff if you have an animal that just has an accident, hairball, you just spill a little bit of wine on the carpet, something like that. Really handy. But they are kind of different, but kind of the same. Now they both also have a hand tool with a hose that wraps around the unit, so that's kind of the same. Size-wise though, you can see the other one is a little bit bigger. And to give you guys a better kind of view, give you an idea kind of really what the size-wise difference between the two machines is. So it's notable, but not huge. What does seem to be the same are the most important feature, which is the size of the automatic disc is the same. Though, however, between them, they're a little bit different. The newer style has the same sort of extraction disc that this does. Older styles use just two brushes. A lot of the newer Bissell stuff, they're getting away from a brush and they're adding these like flexible plastic agitators. I don't know why they're doing that. Simply a better brush on here would work. And these nozzles actually look to be about the same design. I might give this a good wash and pop it on here rather than using this thing. And you can see that they're spring-loaded, so they adjust the carpet, and the nozzle's spring-loaded, so it's holding tension on the carpet. And that's on both of them. And then the motor's housed here. Now if we go on the back side of the machines, kind of a strange ordeal with the cords. Usually a quick release both up top on the newer model. And the older model has one of the strangest cord releases I've ever seen. Yeah, you just unwrap it, right? Okay, that's nothing special. But when you're done, it pops in. For no apparent reason, it telescopes in. So, never understood why they did that. They both have about 20-25 feet of cord with them, so you know you do have short cords, but again, I hardly ever unwrap the cord because you're putting it by a plug, you're just cleaning up a small mess. You're not doing a whole room. The other thing is notable is tank size. You might not look it, but there is a notable tank size between these. Believe it or not, the old one has a slightly bigger tank. And when you're filling it, it becomes quite clear. Now, they both have the same little thing that pops up, stays up, so that you can aerate the tank when you're done. This is so dirty and nasty. I'm not cleaning this because I'm going to get rid of it because it's partially broken. I'll explain that in a second. But they both have the float valve in the tank. Recovery tanks actually seem to be about the same size. I know the one is taller, but in terms of capacity, those, again, you can see this is kind of funky like the newer one, so that's kind of evens itself out. Basically, you get about two of the shorter cycle, which they call the surface stain, uses before you have to empty the tank. And you can see that the design elements are still pretty much the same. So what Bissell basically did, and they've done this with a few other machines, is they knew it was a decent design. They knew it was doing what they should do. So they basically just made it a little smaller, a little bit easier to manufacture. Now one thing it is hugely different is this is this nice big carrying handle. This has kind of an awkward carrying handle here. Maybe if you have smaller hands it's easier, but just something to note. They both have an indicator, your stop button, which you must hit stop when you're done with these machines, your pause button, your two cleaning modes, and then your hose. And again, all that same sort of stuff is right here, just a little bit different. So the real question, does the new one clean any better? Well, we're going to find out. If you see here, I have some dirt here, and I've freshly vacuumed this with my Mila over there. So we're going to set them next to each other. They've got the same solution in them, and we're going to see which one cleans better. All right, let's start them off. We're going to do the surface stain setting. 1, 2, 3. Alright, we're done. Let's see the results. Well, neither got a super deep clean. As you can see, and it wasn't evenly soiled. It was more soiled on that side, but yeah, appears to be about the same. Now, what's important to notice, the cleaner that's in these two is not stuff that would cut the kind of dirt that we're cleaning up. This is my workbench piece of carpet, and this has grease and God knows what other nasty products from whatever machine was on my bench. So an enzyme-based cleaner for pet stains is just not going to work on that. But again, I wanted to see kind of what the visible difference was, worst case scenario. In terms of the tanks, we'll see which one has more water in it. Alright, so we're going to see which one had more fluid in it. Alright, so it would appear the newer one did have slightly more fluid in it. Well, that concludes my old versus new Bissell steam cleaner video. So as always, go ahead and follow us on Instagram. The link is below. And give us a great thumbs up and enjoy.